and it's just not going anywhere, the bike. Hazards are on. Phoned Harley-Davidson. Taking the bikes off the trailer at the Amtrak station in Lawton definitely wasn't as scary as actually putting it on the trailer at Sanford, Florida. So the plan from here was to go and grab something to eat, and I noticed these guys, like, they were looking at the bike and admiring it. I was just thinking, oh gosh, Maria, just don't drop the bike. I'm sure you guys have felt like that, you know, if like all eyes are on you when you're riding. You'll see another guy here as well. I think I said hi to him and then he just stood there and was just checking the bike out. Anyway, we were pretty hungry and we thought we'll head to grab some food, and from grabbing some food we thought we better gas the bikes up, you know, fill the tanks and head to New York. As you can see, the weather wasn't looking too great, but if I remember, it wasn't actually raining at this point. You know, we just got off a 17-hour train journey, which was perfect, by the way. And if you've ever thought of taking your bike on the Amtrak, I personally would give it a thumbs up and I would definitely do it again. So the plan here was to ride straight to New York. We had a hotel booked not too far from Times Square, and we were going to ride the bike through Times Square and generally just have a good time. So we've just pulled out of the Amtrak train station and shot across to grab something to eat, also to go and get some gas. And as I pulled out of the gas station, my throttle is just, the revs are really high and it's just not going anywhere, the bike. So hazards are on. I've just phoned Harley-Davidson and we're waiting for them to come and pick us up now. So not ideal, but just keeping myself calm. Well, none of that went to plan because we've just had to pull into, I don't know, we're in Baltimore somewhere, the Doubletree, and we've had to pull in because my bike is, basically I was in the fast lane on the highway, I think it was like a 4-lane highway, and the bike just cut out again and now it's flashing the engine check light. So we've had to pull in here. And tomorrow, first thing, about 8:30, 9 o'clock, we're going to go to, I think it's called Old Glory Harley-Davidson. It looks like a big dealership, so I'm hoping that they can hook it up and see what's wrong with it. But I am not taking any chances on that bike, so we're definitely not going to be hitting New York. We're probably just going to go straight to Laconia tomorrow, hopefully, if the bike is up and running. Okay guys, I don't know whether you know what it's like if you ride motorcycles. Most things don't go to plan and you can't plan everything. Anyway, long story short, my bike, I didn't film the first part of the situation. My bike, after getting off the Amtrak, just wouldn't, it's like my throttle went limp. I had to call a local Harley-Davidson dealership out and they came out. Then the dealership closed, so there was just tons of traffic. We pulled over into a gas station. From the gas station, the technician kind of checked for a code to see if it was throwing a code. It wasn't. The check engine light went back off, so I thought I'll take my chances. Then, riding on the highway, doing about 75 in the fast lane, it cut out again. So I'm just not going to take my chances now. We are in Maryland at a Doubletree, so we're going to bed down here for the night. The nearest Harley-Davidson to here is called Old Glory. That opens at 9. I'm going to be there at 8:30. So I'm crossing my fingers that they have the park, and then we're going to be on our way to Laconia. So no staying in New York for the one night, but hopefully we'll do that on the way back. So I'm going to jump in the shower, go and grab something to eat and get an early night. My feet are so wet and freezing cold. am I so glad to get these shoes off. Alright, let's see if this bike starts. It's still got the check engine light on. After a good night's sleep, I just had a feeling that this bike was going to cause me some more problems, and of course I get downstairs, tried to start the bike up, and it just wouldn't start.
Well, at least they can come and collect the bike on
I don't think it is actually...
It's all related.
You know, correct. Exactly. Which is why the check engine light's still on. I'm not going to get mad. At least we're only, 10 miles away from Harley-Davidson. They can come and pick the bike up. Exactly. Okay, so we've got the bike started. It keeps putting out, not starting, whatever. So we're going to ride really slow now to Old Glory Harley-Davidson. And we are going to wait there for it to open. I'm off this bike, and I'm so glad it got me here. Oh, okay, so I've just given the really nice guy at the front desk all the details about my bike, and he's gonna get one of the technicians to have a look at it. Apparently it is throwing a code, and I don't know, it's saying that they need to check like 15 things, so I'm just hoping that you know, it gets done pretty quick and we can get on our way. But honestly, I am so relieved to be here. And all you people out there that hate on Harley-Davidson, let me tell you, every single time any of us people that ride Harleys have an issue, there's a dealership almost everywhere, and we can actually get in there and they'll see to us straight away. We have been at Old Glory Harley-Davidson now since I think about 9:30 this morning. It's 1:30 p.m. I'm really tired, and I'm starting to get I'm starting to feel anxious, you know. So the bike's been in there for 4 hours, and we had an update, and they have found one thing that could be the issue. I mean, it could be many things as well, so they're still looking for that. I will let you know when we have a definite diagnosis, but right now I'm feeling really, really fed up, and you can see the weather. The weather's terrible, and this trip, I mean, there's not going to plan, and then there's really not going to plan. And this is starting to be really not going to plan. So I'm just going to be honest with you. You know, I'm not going to come on here and be like, oh, this is amazing. This morning I was very optimistic. Right now I'm having slight anxiety because I don't know whether we're going to have to get the bikes trailered back and catch a flight home and the whole trip's going to be messed up, or whether we can get this sorted, be on our way to New York, miss a day in Laconia, ride to Laconia and do everything in reverse. So I'll keep you updated. Cross your fingers for me. Okay, we're just leaving Old Glory Harley-Davidson now. We've probably been here around 7 hours. You know, the guy's done every single thing that he can think of. He even contacted Harley-Davidson, like the main department, their tech service there, and ran through a few things. They did find a few issues that they've put right. So change of plan anyway in our trip, but I'll get back into that when we hit the hotel in Washington. So now we're stuck in absolute tons of traffic. I actually have no words for this trip. And I think I've had a few moments where, out of sheer frustration, I've just wanted to cry, and I've had to stop myself from doing it. But I keep reminding myself, as long as we're safe, everything's fine. And sometimes that's just the way things happen. Knowing that we were only about 20 minutes out from the hotel definitely made me feel a lot better about the situation. And to be honest, I couldn't wait to get off the bike. We'd never been to Washington before, so riding through Washington was really exciting. No, don't stay there. I don't know, I think my thought process is totally off now, and I just need to get off this bike, park it up, get off it, and just rewire my brain for tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm going to check back on in a minute because I want to concentrate on the traffic. See you in a bit. Okay, so we're nearly at the hotel, and apparently this hotel is right facing the White House, so this is going to be a pretty cool experience. Yeah, I'll be glad to get off the bike and feel normal.
Might as well bring your luggage in now so we don't have to.
So apparently, because we're in a bit of a swanky hotel, we're trying to see if we can park 2 bikes in one space, and then it's only $70, or only $70 a night. If not, it's like $140 for 2 bikes. So we're going to check in and see what they can do. I don't typically feel uncomfortable in situations, but bear in mind we were heading to Laconia bike rally, so we only had clothes that were appropriate for that. We didn't have anything that was, appropriate to be in a hotel like this. I was already feeling aggravated and fed up by this time, and this was just another situation that I didn't want to be in. Okay guys, I don't ever want to put myself out there in any negative or down situation, but we've been told to bring our bikes down into the parking area and park here. Then 2 other parking attendants said no. Then they wanted me to bring my bike down this ramp and park it in there. Up to now, all of this has been really, really challenging, and it's just really tested my patience. Every single bit of this trip, from first being on the Amtrak train and it being 3 hours in a delay, which, we weren't so bothered about because we were still going to get everywhere we wanted to be. But I mean, you can see it's just so, and I just want you guys to know that you've really got to keep your cool in all of this, and you've really got to be prepared for all of these mishaps, and you'll always figure it out in the end. Thank you. And the thing is as well, you come into these kind of swanky looking hotels and people look at you like, I don't know, like you're from a different planet, and it's really so aggravating. People judging a book by what they see by its cover. Anyway, I'm signing off guys, see you in a bit.